Want to sit down for breakfast? It's like a fucking 3 in the morning over here. Jesus Christ. Oh man, you know, I came here with a totally different concept of an act, but we're talking about blowjobs and loads and fucking coming on the face and everything. That reminds me. Excuse me. Do you remember a comic, Andrew Dice Clay? Does anybody remember him?
Yeah, he's still doing
Well,
shit.
yeah, well, I kind of reminded me of, because this whole act was blowjob, blowing, and yeah, no, anyway, that's, I was going to do a couple of the jokes that he did, but since you've heard of him already, I'm not going to do that. But anyway, she's laughing. Little boy Blue, he needed the money, right?
Classic.
Okay. Jack and Jill went up the hill, both with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50. No? Okay. Anyway, I am Italian. Hickory dickory. Georgie Porgy pudding and pie. Jerked off in his girlfriend's eye when her eye was dry and shut. Georgie fucked that one-eyed slut. No?
Yes.
All right. Anyway, we're all tired. Anyway, yes, I am Italian. I am from a few blocks away. Sicilian household. My father was an old school Sicilian. He had a problem. He was very cheap. He didn't like to share money. And I had asked him once for $10 for sneakers. This was back in the 70s. And my father had selective hearing. He was like, what? Who? Huh? You know, and my father back in the 70s, $10, he could buy beachfront property and go on vacation with that. And anyway, God, I'm losing everybody over here. God, see? I tell you, everybody wake the fuck up, man. Hey, I'm not getting paid for this. This is pro bono, you know? Fuck that shit. But, oh, God. And you know what? Let's go here. I am a recovering addict. That I am. I went away to California for 60 days, the Betty Ford Clinic. And 60 days and 60 nights in the desert, the hot desert. That's like, I was telling my wife, that's like 21 days that Moses did. You know, he came down with the 10 commandments. I came down with one, thou shalt not fuck up again. And I won't. My wife's right here, as a matter of fact, anyway. It was funny because I walked into the house, big house, and it had a banner in the middle of the house, and it said, on the ceiling, it said, Betty Ford Clinic, keep coming back. Keep coming back. I'm like, what the fuck do I want to come back for? I don't even want to be here in the first place. But then we learn about what that meant, you know. Once you do your 60 days, you come home, you come back to the real world, and they give you what's called, they polish your tools. Not that tool, but you polish what they give you is called tools, and you use them throughout the day and everything to stop doing drugs. And my problem was, I used to dream a lot about drugs. And I went to sleep, and I dreamt that I called my dealer. And he tells me like 15 minutes I'll be there. And I'm waiting, an hour and a half, 2 hours. And he's not coming. And I call him back, and I'm like, what's going on? I'll be there in 15 minutes. 15 minutes goes into another hour. I start sweating. And I'm like, what the fuck's this guy going on? And I wake up. It was all a dream. And I said to myself, wow, I didn't relapse, I didn't do anything. So that night I go back to sleep, he still got me waiting. You're supposed to laugh, that's the punchline over there. Anyway, I'm dying over here. All right, I'll give you this is pretty good, I guess. I went out with this Jewish girl a long time ago. And since we're talking about Jewish people and everything, I figured you'd like this one. This is true. Her family never accepted me, Italian, Sicilian, you know, tattoos, cross, everything. So for the longest time, when I used to go over her house, I used to have to hide everything. So they invited me, they made a mistake of inviting me to a dinner. I didn't know what the dinner was until I found out the end. All I know is I was sitting down, there was a place sat next to me, there was a chair with nobody in it, and they had the door open. And I'm like, this went on for like 2 hours, and I'm like, what's going on here? So I turned and I asked her, I said, what's going on? How come, did somebody not show? So she's trying to school me about the Jewish religion. And she's like, oh, Bobby wants to know why nobody's here. So her mother turns around, who had a big heart on for me, and goes, you don't know? And I go, no, I don't know. So she says, oh, that's for the Messiah. We're waiting for him to come. So I looked back and everything. I looked at the door. I said, well, if he's not here in 5 minutes, can I have his dessert? Nothing, huh? Okay. Well, we're all striking out tonight. I'm trying my best. I'll do this one and I'll get out of here. You got a priest, a rabbi, and a minister. And there's an argument. And who's really Jesus Christ? So the priest turns around and says, you know what? I'm so fucking tired about arguing. You come with me. I'll prove to you I'm Jesus Christ. They walk into a bordello. The madam picks her head up and says to the priest, Jesus Christ, you back again? All right. That's it. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it.